Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M44, the Tier 6 American SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Fisherman's Bay, and it's under the command of Bill the Cop. Now, I'm not sure if he's a policeman, but I strongly suspect he is. Well, let's see how he gets on in this battle. Game started. Well, what can I say about the M44? Well, it's a firm favourite because it's got 155mm howitzer, which can do 550 alpha, and it can reload every, well, 17.17 seconds on this occasion. And, well, he's not carrying any other consumables at all in this game. Not premium consumables. He's only got a camo net, and that's it. Very surprising, but anyway, Bill the Cop is now looking for a target to shoot at, and there's one just across the line. It's a Type 64. He's pulling back, lining up a shot, work out where he's going. That's it. He's guessed he's there, and he got a direct hit, so he was absolutely right. He fired the round in over that wrecked building and hit the Type 64, so he's probably missing quite a few of his hit points by now. Now, one of the great things about the M44 is the fact that it does have its howitzer in a swivel mount, and there is the Type 64. Oh, he's missing nearly all of his hit points. That single shot probably penetrated him and did the max roll, because he's suddenly only showing a few hit points left, and that Easy 8 just goes down, but he was taken out by the P43 Biz. We can see a Soviet MT-25 running away as fast as he can. And there's an AMD 178B moving a little slower, a bit more sluggish, trying to get around in ahead of him. Rounds out. Oh, direct hit again. 221 on that one. Now, having the howitzer in a swivel mount means you can actually cover a very wide arc of fire without actually getting massive reticule bloom, because every time you go to the maximum field or the width of the limits on either side, the vehicle has to turn. But if you have your targets within that arc, then you have minimal reticule bloom every time you shoot, because all they've got to do is turn the gun, not the vehicle. And he fires around at that T-3485 and splashes him. 22 hit points. But he's fully dialed in for the next one. His next shell's going to be ready momentarily. He's going to try again. No, changes his target. It's a box tank. Rounds out on him instead. And that one lands well behind him, unfortunately, on this occasion. Now, the T-3485M didn't move very far, but he's the only one in sight at the moment, so I think he's going to give it another try. And if I was in that T-3485, I'd probably be running away by now, but the box tank suddenly appeared again, so he's firing at that instead. And this time round, he kills the box tank. 234 hit points, and that's his first kill of the game. Now, I think that T-3485, well, oh, he is dead. He's also been killed, and our box tank got him. And the enemy just lost their Type 64 as well, killed by our Type 64. So, we're 5 tanks up on the enemy at the moment. Now, one of the things that the M44 is very good at is pumping out as many rounds as you can on the enemy as quickly as possible. You can keep firing every 15 to 16 seconds on new targets, so long as your teammates keep them in sight. And there is the Derp Coronavirus, or the Coronavirus KV2. He fires around in, gets a hit for 155. You can see he has already been hit by other tanks, and he's gradually losing hit points, and he's tracked at the moment. And if Bill the Cop fires another one in right now, he'll probably get a hit on target, but he changes his aim momentarily. Now, I think the reason why he's changing his aim is because there's an MT-25 down at the other end of the map who's running away. There's 3 enemy Artys in this game, and they're all M44s. A T1 heavy, a T150 seen at the other end of the map. Looks like he's AFK, actually. Direct hit for 233. Yes, he's getting lots of fire. And there's one of the enemy Artys. Dialing in, almost ready to shoot. And Arty's not going to last long, and he's gone. So he diverts his aim back to the T150 just after he fires. Oh, and he hit it! He hit the wreck because it made an almighty clang as the round went into the target. I think that's Wargaming's way of telling you you were bang on target with that one. You were well dialed in. But there's still 2 Arty out there. The KV-2's already gone. And the only other remaining enemy is an A43. And there's one of the Artys, the M44. Dialed in. Now, rounds out. This should be an accurate shot. Direct hit. 195. Nice little kill. Brings our kills up to 2. The A43's in that corner. There's the other M44 sitting in the corner, taking a lot of fire, and he's going to go over into the water. You shouldn't do that. It's not sportsmanlike. Rounds out on him, and yes, he got the kill. He got the kill. So that's 3 kills for billthecop. And the A43's been killed, and that game was over very, very quickly. 5 minutes and 45 seconds. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats for this game. Well, it's a 3rd class tanker for billthecop in the M44. But look at this, he's got his first mark of excellence in this game. And that shows he's consistently a high damage player. He's doing a lot of damage to the enemy and he keeps doing the damage. And he managed to get an average which is higher than 65% of all the players in the base. So yes, in fact actually it says must be for the first star 2 marks displayed. Oh, that's for the 2 marks. Yes, so he's got the first mark anyway, and now that's 65%. Now he needs to go on to the 2 marks with the 85%. And he also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 9 in this one, and his win rate for the game was 3,520. Now, if he can consistently get that sort of level, that super unicum level, he'll easily get his 2nd mark up, and then he can push for the 3rd mark. Let's have a look at the team scores and see exactly where he came. Well, he actually did get the highest damage in the game, but for some reason he didn't get awarded the high caliber, and that may be down to the fact that he only didn't get 20% of the enemy hit pool in total, and that's why he didn't get it on this occasion. But he did get the highest damage. The next high scorer was the box tank with 1537, and after that the Type 64 on our team with 1534, and he managed to get a Confederate. When it came to kills, again he's got the highest level, but he shares it this time with the box tank. Both got 3 kills, and then 2 kills for the T3485M and the Type 64. Nobody on the enemy team managed to get more than 1 kill. In fact, only 2 players on their team managed to get a kill at all. And when it came to base XP, he's a little further down the table. Yes, the Type 64 managed 834, and that's probably because he was doing a fair bit of spotting in that game. We'll just do a check. Yes, 1,291 hit points of spotting, so that's why he got a higher XP. 788 for the T3485M, and 726 for the Rudy. And we can see billthecop managed to get 694. In fact, actually, is billthecop, is that his real moniker? Just check that. Yes, it is billthecop. Yes, and he's in the thin blue line, so I suspect he is a policeman. Evening all. And oh, that's a terrible joke, isn't it? Let's have a look at the detail. 11 shots fired, 6 direct hits, 2 penetrations on the enemy. I'm pretty sure that Type 64 he penetrated with his round. 505 hit points. It was a low roll penetration on the Type 64 with his first shot of the game. Wow, that was very impressive indeed, and I suspect he probably penetrated one of the Arty. Yes, he did. One of the M44s, 195. And I think that was the shot that was bang on target right across the battlefield, took him out of the game. Let's have a look at the rest of the results. 6 splash. Damage of 1,576 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 3, and did 585 hit points of stun assist off 5 stuns. On a free player count, he earned 23,541 credits, and after ammunition resupply, took away 17,986 credits. He earned base XP of 694, got 2,776 for completing the mission events, took away 3,470 experience points altogether. So, a very efficient game by billthecop. He would have got a high caliber if that had been slightly higher total, but the rest of his team was so good as well that they were kind of stealing the hit points that billthecop would have got otherwise. But all I can say at the end is if you keep doing the way you're going at the moment, you'll easily get to unicum status, because 3520 on a Win 8 is a high score, and I know whenever I get that sort of score, I'm quite pleasantly happy. Finally, last thing I'd like to say is if you are a cop, build a cop, and I suspect you are, then I'd like to thank you and thank all the people in the emergency services who are keeping us safe whilst this COVID emergency is on, the CCP virus. Yes, we do want to survive, and you guys are risking your neck and putting your lives on the line to be out there looking after us and keeping us safe whilst we stay at home during the lockdown. And we do appreciate it because you're coming face to face with people who are breaking the rules, and some of those people are infected. And so we do appreciate that you are working as hard as you are, and thank you so much to all of the emergency services as well as the NHS, because without them we wouldn't be alive. So thanks very much indeed for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.